I tried beating Sand Kingdom without taking a single hit or using Cappy. One mistake, and I have to restart the entire run. And this was way harder than I was expecting. The rules are quite simple. No taking damage, no using Cappy, and if I take damage or use Cappy, I have to restart the entire run. And Sand Kingdom didn't try to make this easy for me. At first, it wasn't even that bad. I collected my first moon in the shop. I collected my second moon on the hill next to the city. I collected my third moon in the bell tower or whatever it's called. I got my fourth moon by going down a pipe and looking for the rumbles in the floor. I got my fifth moon by jumping on this hill with all the birds on it and attempted to get the big bird, but it didn't work out so well. So I guessed one moon is just okay. I also did the turtle challenge for my sixth moon, and I scored 100 first try. But little did I know this was going to be the easiest part about the challenge. You see, here's the thing. Since I can't throw Cappy, I can't capture things or attack enemies. So I have to walk around them, which not only takes up a lot of my time, but also leaves me vulnerable to other enemies. But this wasn't going to stop me, as I was going to use this bullet bill here for my seventh moon by crushing this block. I was then going to use the quicksand to my advantage to get my eighth moon here. To get my ninth moon, I walked around the quicksand and found this area where there was a moon inside. I then answered questions from the Sphinx to get 2 moons here, 1 inside his vault, which had a lot of coins, and 2 after I answered 4 more questions. I then went to go get my 10th moon in this area where you ground pound near the ice. But after this, I decided to spend 2.5 minutes looking for one sheep trying to get this 1 moon. And I'm going to be honest, it was kind of embarrassing because I kind of like ground pounded when I went to get the 10th moon, and ground pounded the sheep away. So I spent 2.5 minutes doing nothing. After this, I was pretty annoyed, so I decided I was going to try and go up the tower to get those moons, and this happened.
Oh my god! No! No!
Yeah, I threw my hat, which means I have to restart the entire run, which means back to the beginning. On this run, I was not making any mistakes. I was going to beat it. I got 1 moon, then I got 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. And this is where things started to get tricky again, as I had this really close call. I narrowly passed that bullet bill, but I survived, so I went and got my 7th and 8th moons in the exact same area as I did before. I then also went and did the Sphinx questions for the 2 moons again. Then this time I got the sheep moon, and I also got the ground pound moon. And before I knew it, I was back to 12 moons like I was last run, and I was not going to make another mistake like I did last time. I then went to go get my 13th moon from around the sinking sand area, but I had to lock in now because to keep going on with the challenge, I had to go back to the same area that I had lost to last time, which means this almost happened. Yeah, I almost got hit by that bullet bill there. If I didn't jump in time, I probably would have died. I then tried to get this moon to get 14, but Mario can't jump that far without throwing Cappy, and I learned that the hard way. Yeah, that was more like a sigh of relief that I didn't accidentally throw Cappy when trying to jump over there. When I got back to the top, I decided I was just going to move on to the level and try and complete the tower, which I like to call the Tower of Doom, because let me tell you, this took me like 5 attempts to beat. And I'm going to be honest, it was really making me never want to play the game ever again and quit the challenge. But I was not about to do that. So eventually this happened. Yeah, that was a really close call, but let's keep going. I then collected my 14th moon in here, and I was so excited. I was almost done with the challenge. Oh my gosh, all I needed was 2 more moons left. This was the end of the race, the final stretch of the challenge. And look, there's my 15th moon right here. Oh man, and I was so excited to be done with this challenge. This has taken me hours to complete. All I needed left was 1 more moon, and that was on this island. And you're probably thinking, oh crap, he said it really weird. Maybe he died on the island or something. Nope. The hardest part was probably this one right here, and it was because it was over the pink thing, and I can't capture the guys with the sunglasses, so I just made a risky jump for it, and then I made a risky jump back. But other than that, this island was pretty easy to just complete. I easily got the 3rd one, the 4th one, and the 5th one, and just went and collected the moon, and this is how I reacted.
My hands are shaking. Let's go! I freaking did it, bro! Let's freaking go! Baby!
Beating Sand Kingdom without taking any damage and without using Cappy is actually insane. If you liked this, make sure to subscribe because I might try something even harder in Lake Kingdom.